Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. This is the 65th video in the Learning and Evolving from Past Practitioner series, a video series that aims to introduce important historical figures in the internal self martial art and Shudao practice. One discussing the earliest integration of traditional internal martial arts, or 内家拳, with Western practices such as boxing. One master's name cannot be ignored. Furthermore, the main initiators of the Sanshou project, which was later developed and promoted by Chinese official authorities in the 1970s and 1980s, and subsequently evolved into the systematic training program known as Sanda, were mostly influenced back then by this master at the Central Martial Arts Institute, or 中央国术馆. The master I will be introducing today is Zhu Guofu. Zhu Guofu, courtesy name 秉公, was born in 1891 in Dingxing County, Hebei Province, and passed away in Chongqing in 1968. Zhu Guofu was physically weak and sick from childhood, and by the age of 12, his health condition was extremely poor. Deeply concerned, his uncle believed that Zhu Guofu should strengthen his physique by practicing martial arts. Therefore, he took Zhu to Xincheng Xian, or Xincheng County, to find the renowned Xing Yi master Ma Yutang to systematically learn Xing Yi. Ma Yutang's Xing Yi was primarily learned from Li Cunyi, one of the most famous Xing Yi masters of that era. Later on, he also learned systems such as Bagua and Tan Tui. Upon reaching adulthood, Zhu Guofu began his career as the caravan bodyguard, or 保镖, traveling between Beijing, Tianjin, and Hebei. Because he never lost a consignment, his reputation spread far and wide. Later on in Tianjin, he met his grandmaster Li Cunyi and learned advanced Xing Yi techniques such as the 八字功, or 8-word practice, from him. Later on, Zhu Guofu came to Shanghai, established a martial arts school, and began independently teaching martial arts. Afterwards, he discovered in his teaching that although internal martial arts techniques were excellent, it was extremely difficult to meet society's demand for quickly mastering combat capabilities and achieving wide dissemination. In Shanghai at that time, with the influx of a large number of Westerners, boxing was also brought into China, and boxing exhibitions were frequently held in public. Zhu Guofu often went to watch and was thus attracted to and grew fond of boxing. Zhu Guofu believed that boxing had no flashy movements, was simple in action, concise in technique, and easy to teach and learn, making it more suitable for popular promotion. Consequently, he found an Englishman to learn boxing from and quickly mastered the basic training skills. Thereafter, while teaching various skills such as Xing Yi, wrestling or 摔跤, and spear techniques or 枪术, he added boxing courses to his teaching. Meanwhile, to improve combat training, he also designed many practical and inexpensive training equipment, such as bayonet practice made from bamboo, completely breaking the boundaries of traditional training models of that time. It needed to be pointed out here that Zhu Guofu incorporating certain techniques and concepts of boxing into Xing Yi training was not simply imitating boxing movements. He believed, quote, I'm not trying to discard my ancestors' practice, but to make them stronger, end quote. His students later recalled that in Zhu Guofu's view, the internal force of 内进 and the integrated force of 整进 of Xing Yi were the best in the Chinese martial arts system. But in terms of footwork, flexibility, and counterattacks, Western boxing training methods had aspects worth emulating. Because Western boxing training could enable practitioners to improve their training effects in a short period of time. Thus, he integrated the Xing Yi principles of 3 bendings and 3 droppings of 三屈三捶, arm band, leg band, wrist band, shoulder drop, elbow drop, breast drop into the boxing stance, combined the explosive power of the Xing Yi Bengquan with boxing straight punches, and created a unique training method. In 1928, Zhu Guofu participated in the first national martial arts 国考 or national competition, winning first place in the highest excellence category. It is worth mentioning that all 4 Zhu brothers were top-tier combat masters and actual combat experts in the martial arts community of that time, commonly referred to by martial art practitioners as the 4 heroes of the Zhu family or 朱氏四杰. Because of his excellent performance in the first 国考, he entered the Central Martial Arts Institute in Nanjing in 1928 to serve as an instructor, teaching Xing Yi and setting up boxing classes to vigorously cultivate martial arts talents for the country. Therefore, he is considered the first martial artist to conduct combat training and teaching using modern concepts and to attempt the combination of traditional martial arts with modern combat sports, laying a brand new foundation for Chinese martial arts. For example, in 1930, both the Central Guoshu Institute and the subsequently established National Martial Arts Physical Education College or 国立国术体育专科学校 listed boxing as a compulsory subject. Furthermore, at that time, boxing at the Central Martial Arts Institute was taught by a Xing Yi successor, Zhu Guofu. During this period, he trained numerous talents who later on made outstanding contributions to China's combat sports movement, such as Zhang Wenguang, Wen Jingming, Pu Wenfu, and Jiang Haoquan, all of whom combined traditional martial arts with some Western boxing practice. What is even more worth mentioning is that because the Central Guoshu Institute was originally designed by Li Jinglin at its inception to conduct teaching divided into 2 major schools, Shaolin and Wudang. Consequently, due to the prevalence of sectarian bias in the old days, private conflict events between the Shaolin and Wudang factions occurred frequently. When Zhu Guofu took office as the head of the education administration, he carried out sweeping reforms on the organizational structure of the Central Martial Arts Institute in 1929. He streamlined and integrated the departments within the institute, broke through sectarian boundaries in teaching content, and advocated teaching methods that applied foreign aspects to Chinese practices, applied contemporary methods and practices, and used the ancient for the present. Due to appropriate reform measures, human resources were fully utilized, teaching content was novel, and students achieved rapid results. The Central Institute quickly took on a completely new look. Later on, he also actively participated in designing and formulating the martial art training system within the military, especially to improve soldiers' bayonet fighting capabilities. He designed many training methods and refined them during popularization, enhancing the soldiers' bayonet skills. He later moved to Chongqing around 1936 and continued to teach martial arts, cultivating a large number of top-tier martial arts experts. Zhu Guofu's experiences made us understood. True strength is not self-isolation, but openness and inclusiveness. True wisdom is not sticking to convention, but daring to innovate. True inheritance is not remaining unchanged, but keep pace with the times. Zhu Guofu did not leave behind any video records. However, his disciples and descendants have video materials passed down through generations. First, 5 elements of Xing Yi by Wang Shutian. Wang was the key student of Zhu Guofu. Second, 2-person Xing Yi formed by Wang Shutian and Zongru. So that was Zhu Guofu. That brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you all found today's topic interesting and informative. Please post any further questions about Zhu Guofu, his practice, or his lineage in the comment section. I will answer them for you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. See you next time and enjoy your practice.